you want?
I already have some.
We have the same. Yep.
I liked it a lot.
It's very nice.
Do we have the exact same one? Oh,
Just different colors, yeah.
Elizabeth too.
It is so nice.
It's so nice.
But you know what it made me realize?
You can fit more.
I need more dice.
There's an ebb and a flow.
That's on the lookout for when we go to
Mine's
Ren
just the
Fair.
smaller version of that
I
one.
think you got the bigger version.
Get the deep one.
Really? It looks the same.
No,
It's
you
the
got
same design, but they have it at different sizes.
you got the big one.
Yeah.
Yours is a lot taller than ours.
I wanted this.
Oh, is yours a shorter one?
Yeah. Elizabeth and I have the same. Zach has the larger one.
Oh,
Dude, I don't think you and I
it's
have the same. I
big.
think yours is
Trust
wider.
me. I have to like reach in there to find my
I'm
top.
pretty sure yours is wider than mine.
Come on, guys. We
There
don't
he
need
is.
to measure each other's
Here
bags.
he is.
I thought yours was bigger than mine.
I got it.
You don't get my dice. You don't get my dice.
Ooh,
You
this
don't
conversation
I don't
being
know why
recorded.
yours
Goody.
seems to
Murray, how big is your bag?
How big's your sack, Mom? Whip it out. That's a dainty,
What does yours look like?
but
Oh,
cute
that's a
sack.
nice fabric.
gonna say, it looks fancy.
It used to have a
mouse.
mouse and a rat on it, and then the rat broke off.
That's
My bag,
cute.
and I was really sad about that.
We have the rat. We can fix it.
We can.
That could definitely be fixed.
All the lights you need. Do you need any sort of map?
No.
No map.
It's because it's too unbalanced otherwise. And I'll need a larger one because I have some bags that aren't in here.
If I eventually buy a new bag, you want mine?
Yes.
Then you don't have to buy one.
Yeah. Because it's either that or have you seen the ones that zip up into a D20?
Ooh.
I've seen those. Those are cool.
I really want to make one of those, but I do not currently have the.
See, I like having my dice separated by type too much though.
I would add.
Makes it so nice.
I would add extra pockets.
She doesn't separate hers by dice?
No, she separates them by set.
Actually, that's the
What?
reason if you ever look at my thing, I leave my D20s out so that way I can.
I've never, because I'm always on this side of your,
Yeah.
your laptop, I've never noticed that.
Yeah, she's got basically like this home row of D20s.
That bothered me. I couldn't do it. So
How to go through
I-
each one and pick out,
Especially
especially
like, I need 4 D8s. Oh shit.
or a wizard. I need 13 D6. I could never.
13.
I just need to grab a handful of one type of dice and just roll them.
Are there
Maybe
any
like
other
the
lights
Fair
that need
this
to be
year will just
replaced?
be to buy new dice instead of new.
I don't think
Right.
so.
Did you pick this up?
I will say there are always booths,
That's
also
why I had to go
computer
there.
minis, and they're always very pretty.
I don't know if it's the right thing or
Computer
not,
miniatures,
but
yeah.
I just
See, I don't
tried
trust
to
that
at least
because
look it up for you.
one time I broke like I want to say it was like my ring. It was my ring. And my dad was like, I can fix it. I pulled out a soldering iron before I could stop it. Then I didn't have a mermaid no more. I had an upper body.
Yeah.
It was very sad. It was a spoon ring that I'd gotten, and there was
Oh, those are great.
it was a spoon ring, and it had like a mermaid.
I know you like
I think it was
computers and stuff. Do you know
computer-
much about like recording devices?
Like a computer still thing.
Devices
But it was
specifically
connected,
record
right?
you?
That is
Particularly
really
now.
great.
Yeah, what
That
about
sounds really
Like, I look them up. We need a specific one that does MP3, right?
Yeah.
Or MP4? Either one?
It's MP4 is video files,
without having
MP3
my
is.
stuff in front of me.
Is audio. Okay. So we need one that does MP3.
Yeah.
I've thought about
And that's
investing in
more
one.
software and less device.
It's more software than less device.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
as I think, so what I've noticed with your phone, it's not picking up the music very well.
Yeah.
Like I listen to the whole sessions when I'm at work, and
Yeah.
like the music, it will just disappear. Like you won't hear anything that's going
Well, I
background.
mean, yeah.
I don't know that
all
that's
going.
necessarily a bad thing in a recording because I think it might be hard, but I've noticed that like our voices are really high pitched and sometimes like
yeah.
it's hard to make out what people are saying. I have considered asking if you wanted me to bring in because I think my mic can plug into a phone.
Sure, that'd be fine.
We can test it
I have.
because I have a mic that I don't use.
Do you use for your DM stuff? Is it a tablet, a phone?
So for my D&D stuff, it's my tablet and this, and then Discord is my phone, and that's for recording.
Because I might have a mic that he can just plug into his phone.
I have a mic that I bought a long time ago, but it plugs in through USB. But if I plugged into mine and recorded and then just emailed you the session,
Yeah, what else I could do is I have a flash drive that can plug into my phone that make it quicker. Or you just put on the flash drive and I put it right in
Right,
my
because
computer.
it
So,
records directly into the flash drive.
yeah.
Might try that, so
Yeah.
we'll see next week. If I have that
We
ready.
could, well, let's do both next week and see which
So you
is
can
better.
compare
Yeah.
the same recording.
Which one's easier to hear?
Right. But not criticizing your little device. I
No,
know, I know it's old and worn out.
It is, I mean, it's cracked and
I just,
it's an
yeah,
old ass phone.
I got you. I just wanted you to be aware that I've noticed that, and it does actually snip dialogue. Sometimes,
really?
Yep. Sometimes it cuts a word. I'm like, there's something missing right there. That wasn't right, and it's done it multiple times. I don't know if it maybe every time it hits like an hour or every time it hits a certain point,
Yeah.
it like has to reset or something. But there's a
It might
clear.
be a like
I've
file
noticed it. I
compression.
think it's more with the high pitched voices.
That
I've
it just
noticed it
cuts
cuts
them?
because
Right.
Well, it
I
might
think
be-
what it is when it hits a certain peak.
Yeah.
It
EQ peak.
stops it. Yeah.
It
Okay.
doesn't record above that.
Okay, so yeah, because I've noticed that some words will just be like cut in half.
Yeah.
Like I'll hear the first and last. I'm like, wait, what did Mariah just say?
It's probably peaking. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
All right.
That's how I feel every day.
And I'm ready to rock.
Can we get a squishy butter stick?
Yeah, nice, interesting question.
It's literally a squishy butter stick.
Like it's just a toy. It's an edible,
Oh,
or is it edible?
it's a butter stick squishy.
I know
Soft,
that
slow
you said
rebounding, finger
inedible,
licking, fun stress
But I
reliever.
heard, is it an edible?
An edible.
Like, is it an
Is
edible?
it an edible? It's like, can I eat it?
Can I get high off it?
Can I get high off this thing?
Is it infused butter?
It's just a
That's why
squishy
it's so
butter.
fun. It's
You know, like
it's
confusing
so
toys with
loosey-goosey.
catnip. You confusing toys with weed. Take contact now to a new
That's a
definition.
big maybe. So we'll just see on that.
Maybe you'll find one at Bargain Bin by accident.
I hope so.
The DM is ready to start when everybody else is.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's-
Oh, we got the finger from Mariah.
What?
Mariah gave us the finger. She gave us the.
Oh.
Oh, I thought I saw this.
Okay.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
All right.
That's the best type of finger.
Oh damn, my D&D beyond.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Yes, go right ahead.
So I'm taking a different approach to my recap. It is a note scribbled on some rolled parchment in Oren's bag. Master, I continue on my journey to, as you so kindly put it before sending me off, find myself. As of my last note about finding myself, I learned about the Demogorgon that leveled Nalbina, and that a pair named Elenial and Petalavan were accused of playing part in this disaster scenario. I, however, have this gut feeling that there's some bullshit going on, and I don't know how to feel about it. I have a 0 tolerance meter for bullshit. That being said, I did take some time to talk to you about a new companion in my growing group who goes by the name of Kess. She, concerns me. We set off for Icefire Peak, where we camped at the base of the mountain overnight. During watch, I had an interesting conversation with Kess, during which she tried to convince me that during the fight with the witch, I turned into some hulking Neanderthal, turned on the group, and attacked Azyla. Obviously, I don't remember any of this. I think she was hit on the head with some kind of illusion spell or something that messed with her memories. And when I spoke to her about the possibility of such a spell, she seemed very apologetic. I mean, seriously. Accusing me of turning in on the group? Why would I do that? Later that night, I mistook the roar of a chimera for that of a mountain lion in the distance. While I wasn't initially concerned, that did change when the beast came barreling down the mountain towards us. I'm pretty sure it meant to slaughter everyone, but I convinced everyone not to attack. It was only a baby. In turn, I was able to convince it that we were there to help, which eventually meant trekking up the mountain with the chimera baby. At the top, we discovered that his whole family had been slaughtered. We didn't want to leave him and risk him being unjustly slaughtered by local townsfolk, and we didn't want to risk the chimera unjustly slaughtering locals' livestock, so I reached out to you. However, a couple of things happened after that. We discovered a body in a hole, realized the hole's a pocket dimension, so no bags of holding, found some items on the body which were split up, found some symbols on the cloak, passed passed out when blinding light knocked everyone out for 6 days, and woke up to burning skin and a tattoo on our arms. So I might be a member of the Order of the Phoenix, but let me be clear. I did not subscribe to another cult. I'm already involved in one. I don't need to be involved in a second. What do you think, Master? Am I finding myself yet?
Excellent.
Love it.
That was awesome. I like it.
All right. So our group of adventurers.
Time you want me stuff.
Oh shit, that's right. So
I was just about to remind you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I need to make an addendum to something Kavita said last week. It's not a huge thing, but
Okay.
I realized that Paragons of Palor and this campaign take place simultaneously. So there's no way that Shoshanu could have been at the Demogorgon thing 20 years ago. So she would not have been there.
Okay.
So that was not true. That was just his oldness peeking through. But that's the only thing.
Can't you still be banished from there just for unknown reasons?
Please.
I mean, there could be. I mean, Shoshana could be a common tabaxi name, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to make clear that her Shoshanu was not there. It's physically impossible. That was it. After that lovely intro, do you like a cough drop?
Water.
Went down the wrong pipe. My soda.
You get slow, get up, and cough as hard as you can. Learn that helps.
You okay?
One moment, please. We have a party member currently dying.
Actively making death saving throws.
I
I know the laughing isn't helping.
No, like this. I literally inhaled my soda, and I barely stopped it from spewing all over the table.
Thank you for that.
I'm sure Ryan
We
does.
got paper towels for this reason.
All right, I think I'm good now.
Okay. So we find ourselves on the outside of Phandalin after regathering, after some embarrassment, and OC. The trek to Neverwinter will take about 7 days. There's going to be a 7-day fast forward. However, since we had a member missing, I want to make sure that since this is probably our last time this campaign will be in Phandalin, if there's anything anybody wants to do before we leave.
I need an OC clarification.
Sure.
I don't know if you saw my message the other day. I do also have the tattoo, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I had stayed with the group after I left.
Yes, everybody has it. Everybody was present for the explosion. Yes.
I have a way to get us to Neverwinter much sooner than the 7-day trek that I was going to propose to the group
That's fine as well.
to see if they want to speed run that and avoid any potential mishaps.
There's always a chance.
But yeah, how are the cinnamon rolls the morning after we wake up?
They don't have any. They ran out of the materials this morning.
We have to make our own.
We have to make our own. Alright.
Before we leave, can I talk to Solra and Cassio?
Cordio.
Cordio.
You're
Just think
close.
cardio, but with an O.
Yeah, of course.
They don't have any cinnamon rolls.
We got stuff.
Hi.
Can I talk to you, the two of you, before we leave in private, maybe? Ish.
Sure. Did you have a location in mind, or like is there a lot of activity in the room this morning?
Like, you guys are kind of outside of town, getting ready to like regroup and leave.
Yeah. We're waiting for them to catch up.
Yeah. Sure. Step into my office and I gesture vaguely to the woods.
That's my office.
It's yours of mine.
So I'm gonna be honest.
I like honesty.
I kind of like the two of you. You very much remind me of my master where I come from.
Sex voice?
That's
Sure. No, more like wizened by years.
We have a lot of fuck ups that we've learned from.
Yeah, your heads are screwed on straight at this point.
It took a lot of rescrewing, but we did get them through.
My concern is the other two members of this ragtag party.
Young, innocent, and blind to the truth of the world.
Also very grabby.
Yes. Yes. Do you guys share concerns about them?
Yes.
Sorry, you two.
You know,
That sound.
they seem. Yeah, no, they're very interesting, and I think keeping a close eye towards them is probably for the best.
While I don't like looking over a person's shoulder, and I definitely don't want to intrude in their personal space, do you think it might be good if we made sure someone stayed with them on main parts of whatever journey this is becoming?
Probably. Though,
I'm just concerned about leaving the two of them alone for extended periods.
Well, one of them likes to go off on their
periods.
own every chance they get, so that's gonna be kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, so I'm not a big proponent of like child leashes, but I kind of feel like Azyla could benefit from one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have been on a leash for a while. Metaphorically speaking.
I mean, no judgment. You came from a sex place.
Sex! Why does everyone think that it's sex?
Because it's always on our mind.
So there's that.
Anyways,
You need some bodily cleansing.
We're married. No, we don't.
it's sanctioned by a god!
You understand when you get older.
When you find somebody. Anyways, yes. So,
I don't know.
you might
Can
not find-
reborns have children? We're technically dead.
You don't need to have kids to have fun.
Yeah. Procreation is not necessarily your end goal in that. Anyways, so this is not what you wanted our opinion on. Kess and Azyla.
One's gonna run off and die alone, the other one is going to make a deal with a demon accidentally, thinking they're a friend. She's way too trusting.
So granted, like, I really don't know anything
And
about...
it's a direct link to hell, so.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Balin or this guy or anything like that, but
It's a good man.
apparently somebody from Kess's town is going to be in Neverwinter, and I would very much like to know if it is common knowledge that Kess has this relationship with Balin, or if Kess has been encouraged to keep it hush-hush, because if Kess was encouraged to keep it, like, hush-hush, I'm afraid that Kess is being groomed by a devil.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. But I guess the other half of that, I mean, I have some concern about this Valen guy. My other concern is with the bow itself, though, and I
Yeah.
want to know if they know that she has that or how she's choosing to use it. Because that's just as
She mentioned that this
insightful.
person might be like a mentor position for her,
Yeah.
so maybe they might have more answers.
Have we ever heard of this Valen figure before?
Oh yeah, in passing.
Okay.
I
I
had a
mean,
whole conversation with Vito about it.
maybe someone is just pulling her string and pretending to be Valen.
That's
Supposedly,
kind of
it was just a normal dude that somehow reached
God
God
status
status.
in very short order, mind you.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something that happens on
Like,
the
I
right.
get local heroes, but local hero to God?
That doesn't really, like, sure, celestial being, you get called back into service by something. Like, sure, fine, whatever. Your choice. Kind of weird. But God status is something else entirely.
The talks, he wasn't even like a priest or anything.
No! Like, he led an order of rangers that aren't actually rangers.
It's very confusing.
Yeah. I don't...
So we agree. We
Yes.
need to keep eyes on the two of them.
Yes. It's weird, puzzle pieces don't add up. They're gonna get themselves killed if they don't have eyes watched on them. Agreed.
So are we just adopting the two of them at this point?
Unfortunately.
For the time being.
So I will say,
You can be the parents. I'm gonna be the weird uncle.
fair enough. Azyla,
Age-wise, it might be the weird cousin, actually.
yeah.
Maybe.
I'm really
The cousin from the weird uncle.
sure. Can I finish my sentence?
Yes.
Or are you gonna continue just like beep bopping about this weird family we're making? Bouncing back and
No, you
forth.
can continue.
Alright, cool beans. Thank you, my love. I'm afraid that Azyla is going to go down and that nobody will be able to get her back up.
That nobody even knows she's dead.
Yeah, actually, it's that.
Yeah.
It's that.
We might actually have to have a conversation with Azyla.
I don't. Yeah,
I don't think that'll help.
maybe.
No.
I'm just trying to keep my eye on her best I can.
You are very.
Sometimes she still sits past though, but I can keep track of her most of the time.
You are uniquely suited for that. So I just, if anybody goes down and they do not want to be done for this life, I will give them mouth to mouth. I will give them, I will continue beating their heart until I am in a place where I can cast something a little more potent to bring them back to the edge. And I kind of give them that choice. Now, that being said, if I cannot see you and it goes on too long, I can do jack shit about it.
And I ain't paying a priest. You know how much they upcharge?
They upcharge so fucking much. Like this day, do you know how much a resurrection costs?
Tens
No.
of thousands.
Mine was done out of pity.
That's fair.
Mine was a pity resurrection.
The only resurrection that I ever saw was really Uncle Greg's, and that's just because
And he swigs his mead.
he married young, and his wedding night, he got a little too excited. Anyways,
So we're in agreement then.
yeah.
Alright. And then he holds out his gourd. Mead?
Not this early in the morning.
Cinnamon roll?
You wanna go get some?
They're
They're
out. However, you see.
They have many years of experience in cooking.
If you all are approaching at this point, you start to smell the waft of cinnamon rolls in the middle of the road. And you're going to see that I take out this slightly enchanted enamel dish, and I just very quickly make cinnamon rolls, and they puff up in 5 minutes.
Nice.
I like some cinnamon rolls.
And while you two are approaching the private conversation, you hear, "Yaka! Yaka!" And you see a bird with a
Winnie?
package.
Is it Winnie?
It is Winnie.
Hey, Winnie.
And it lands on your arm and has a package on his back.
It's got a little package on
Yeah.
there.
Yaka!
How was your treat, Winnie? Was it good?
Yaka!
That means good. That means you seem good. Okay, so it's a little package.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm
It's
gonna take the package
a
out.
box that kind of just barely fits on his back, but he's a strong boy.
Alright, so I take the box.
Yep.
Does it say anything on the box? I'm
It
just
says
looking
good
over.
luck.
It says good luck,
Yep.
and is it a box that opens at the top? Or?
Yeah, so it's kind of wrapped in cardboard paper, and then it's got some rope around it, but not, just very carefully put together.
Okay. There's no note to say who it's from.
Nope.
I'm going to rip the paper as I'm walking up to them talking, and start
See
kind
me
of opening.
offering mead.
There appears to be 5 scrolls in there.
5
Eating a
scrolls.
cinnamon
Yep, little
Oh.
scrolls.
Nice. Okay.
Thank you. I'm pulling off bits and giving them to my fox.
Okay. So I'm just gonna hold it in my hand and walk up to the group.
You guys notice that Kess's bird, hawk, Winifred, is back.
Winnie!
Yep. When he came back. So I guess it means he delivered his messages. So that's good.
How do you spell Winifred?
Did you...
So, what is it?
How do you spell Winifred?
Winnie's name?
Yeah.
It's Winslow, but Winnie for short. Winslow Peterson or Winnie. Winny.
Did our family get back to you?
I didn't get a note back or anything, so I'm not sure. But this was with it, and it's just a little box, and it has scrolls in it, which I'm assuming.
Can I see?
Maybe.
Do you want a cinnamon roll?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna hand you a cinnamon roll. Azyla, do you want a cinnamon roll? You got it.
Thank you.
And you guys see me sharing my cinnamon roll with Ashce. Just giving her little pieces.
These are very good, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hi. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to talk to the dog, aren't I? Where is he? Does anybody see the dog?
He's right there.
Oh,
Here is he at the same time. Hey, you've been following us, I think.
hi.
It's a good boy.
I'm gonna start speaking with animals. Good morning.
That smells very good. Can I have some?
Sure, there's no chocolate in this batch.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna give him a cinnamon roll.
And I don't know if you've ever seen that video of that dog that like swallows a burrito in one bowl. he does exactly that.
Did you taste it?
Dogs don't have taste buds.
Yeah, they do. Try again. I'm gonna tear his face off.
We
Slowly.
can eat our own shit.
Slowly.
Yeah, he does like little.
Little front lips.
Easy.
And how did that taste?
Tastes like food.
Oh, that's an insult. I'm gonna give him the other half. Then I'm gonna eat that half. What are the scrolls?
There are 5 scrolls of assistance.
Of assistance?
Yep. Those are
Who are they coming from?
whoever they sent the message to, probably.
Yeah, they don't have. I didn't get any. There's nothing on there. There's no notes or nobody wrote on it or anything. So I don't know who actually sent it. It could have been my brother or my dad or somebody from. Someone from Nardorf. So I don't know. But what are these things?
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh.
And there's 5.
One for each of us. Fancy that.
You know
You know what we should have done?
what? Just sent them the thing.
I was going to say have the Chimera breathe on it, but
We're done.
we were friends with it and everything.
Yeah, that might have worked. It was a baby though, so maybe it would not. So I'm gonna hand them out. So the phylactery of the witch is still in my bag of holding. We do still need to, destroy it. It's been 9 days, 10 days
Thereabouts.
since we got it from her, so we've got 30 days left.
OC, what's phylactery?
So it's the piece of like an immortal soul that kind of keeps them tied to the planet. So like a lich, that's what you have to destroy to get them.
What you were trying to do? Because you made the royal family phylactery. Oldagoo.
He almost made the royal family the phylactery.
So,
Buddy. Buddy. Cross my lines again.
and
I mean, we
because-
could just try and destroy it now. We don't know
Yeah.
how much it's going to take.
Fire?
So,
A little bit of everything.
but isn't it kind of destructive whenever you destroy magical items? Couldn't it like really cause
It
some?
can be.
Oh, I can go big bill.
Well, then how would we do it safely to where we don't hurt ourselves or hurt anybody else?
Is there
From a
a fire?
distance.
Is there a wizard guild in Neverwinter?
Because that's in Phandalin. No, we're not in Phandalin. Let me look through my little notes here.
You're going to trust a wizard? They're just going to want to take it for themselves to study it.
We could talk to WoW.
I mean, or we could all just blast it with whatever we got.
Was it WoW?
We could drop it in a portable hole and
Was it
blast
Womp?
it.
Wizards of
Fire.
Waverly Place.
No. Do you guys remember way back to one of the sessions that I did way back at the beginning where we
Okay.
had the wizards who were after magical items and they
I wasn't
destroyed
at
or
the table
protected
yet.
them?
This was like OG.
Yeah, this
It
was,
wasn't Silver Tower, was it?
it might have been Silver Tower.
Where Trace solved the puzzle super fast, or just lighting a
Yeah.
couple candles. You're like, Trey,
Oh,
you
yeah.
asshole.
I can't remember the name of the group.
I
I want to say it was like WoW or Womp or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
There could be. I will say I did write down the important locations in Neverwinter. It's not just those that are out in that city, obviously, but those are for those of you that have been there, those would have been stuff you guys would share as a group that I put underneath maps and locations to associate with each number.
I don't know if Alex wants us to pretend that Womp exists.
I don't think I was there for that one either. I think that might have been when I was still in my writer's group. 'Cause that does not sound familiar. I feel like I would remember that.
No, you were there.
You were there.
Really?
You were there.
Or was it because I was crunk? Is that
Yeah.
why I don't
Yeah.
remember it?
Yeah, you were crunk.
Magic.
You didn't
Oh
have to
yeah,
remember.
that's right, with the mirrors and stuff.
Yeah, and I just
And
happened
because
to
remember,
like
you guys were after the
presents.
scepter. You were after the scepter of the dragon, and because you
Yeah.
thought it could summon a real dragon. And the wizards wanted you because they wanted you guys to retrieve it so that they could either destroy it or collect it into a safe place to keep it away from people.
I'm pretty sure that was like mission number 2.
Yeah.
Like,
the
way
second thing
back.
We did, yeah.
But this is when that would be
Wow.
useful.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
just crazy.
hearing about it because Trey called me. He's like, so we were playing D&D and I messed up Elizabeth's plan.
That was hilarious.
That was so hilarious, though.
Great time.
You just completely bypassed the whole puzzle.
It's like, oh, so tell me what we're gonna do. It's like, I'm gonna do this one, then that one, then that one, then that one. You're like, a door opens. Fuck you.
So, I mean, maybe somebody at the castle would never. I don't know.
I will
Again,
not.
or we drop it in the hole and we just blast it.
I will not.
Fire.
I think we should wait to see if there's a better answer.
Right,
I
'cause-
will not hand it over to a wizard, though. You know me better than that.
You're the one that suggested it.
No, I didn't say let's go give it to a wizard. I said maybe we can go ask a wizard's guild.
What I
I mean, we
mean,
can also just go to the library.
We can go
given
to the
that it's
library
a
and see.
witch's soul, and it's a very powerful magical item to
Yeah.
do something like that,
Yeah.
would I know anything about it? Can I roll like Arcana or History or something to know if anything devastating has ever happened from blowing one of those up and
Sure.
destroying it or something? Or maybe how somebody else got rid of it? Which one? Arcana? History?
Arcana or History, whichever one you want to do.
It's FFU,
It
isn't it?
She is a fiend.
That's a friendly FU. Alright.
She's not a fake?
Just a 19.
She's multiple things. What's that?
Just 19.
You know the 19 that it can have negative effects depending on what kind of magic is used against it. So somebody that is better trained in the 5 of you would probably need to take care of this.
Yeah. What?
So, I know that
Womp womp.
you can't just throw magic, like,
No.
in random magic at it. So, I only have certain magic I can cast. So I'm limited, so
It
I'm
makes,
afraid that we won't be able to throw the right stuff at it and it might backfire.
we are not equipped to deal with it, which is part of the reason why we messaged our family to see if they had a plan. Yes, Nero.
Yes, Oren.
Do you want to share something with the class?
It's Mira.
Oren, sorry.
So I've heard of this group before called Womp. It's the Watchful Order of Magisters and Protectors. Their whole goal is to retrieve magical artifacts and either destroy them or keep them locked up as appropriate. Do we want to see if we can find them? I don't know how easy it'll be to find them. I know they're a pretty exclusive group.
I mean, if I remember correctly, that's the same group my dad faced off with. At least one of the members, whatever. He ended up saving the whole group, saved Creve, saved everybody from him. Everybody was about to die, and Milo swooped in and saved everybody. I think it was the mission of the Silver Tower or something like that. That's what they called it. It was just a story I read.
Yes, it was.
But no, true, based on true events.
For sure.
But maybe. I mean, if anything, just
I've at least heard of them by passing.
Honestly, we have a better chance in Neverwinter of finding a contact who is equipped to deal with them, whether it be Womp, whether it be an artisan from a guild
Well,
right
that's
now.
what I would expect. Neverwinter's a larger city.
Yeah, speaking of which, do we want to get there fast?
I get
Can we?
out the 7 days.
Yeah.
as long as it doesn't do anything bad, I don't see why not.
I mean, like, the chances of it going bad are, not
Slim.
not zero, but slim.
Negligible, at least?
I'm optimistic. I think we'll make it. We'll make it.
Are they at least negligible?
Oh yeah.
Because I swear, if I lose Ashce, I will kill you.
That's valid.
If something goes wrong, it'll go wrong for all of us together.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna be in it together no matter what. Some might even say that we are all in this together.
That sounds like a bad song. Sorry.
Okay.
And I super don't mean to throw a wrench in your plans. I left that totally open if you want to have one.
No, I am a trained actor. I can do improv whenever I want.
Yeah,
Well-
yes.
Then in that case,
It just
Y'all-
seemed like a really good place to, like, bring
Is everyone ready to go right now then?
yeah, are y'all ready?
Do we want to tell Kabito about... So, like, up at the castle where you ran into the chimeras,
Uh-huh.
there was definitely, like, some sort of evil cult or people that were marched in. Remember all the footsteps I saw?
He knows.
Size 13?
Didn't we tell him?
Did we tell him specifically that there's a group of
You
cult
shot
members
with
that
him
are...
yesterday. Did you not tell him then?
Well, he was asking me all about Valen stuff, and I was like, kind of skeleton. Yeah, I just forgot what we were talking about.
think you.
I get
guys
wrapped
told
up in
him.
this
Pretty sure we
conversation.
OC. I think you guys told.
Yeah.
him.
OC, I thought we didn't. Did we actually tell him there's a
I'm
group
pretty
No, I
sure-
think it
cult
was the two
members?
of them.
I'm pretty sure when
That's
we
what I'm
went and
saying.
talked to them,
We
told
went.
them.
Did
Yeah.
we all? Did we got?
I listened to the conversation. I don't remember that happening.
This was like 2 days ago. We would know.
Like
Yes.
specifically. So you did? Okay.
So, and then I'll also point out he came up there to get you guys.
Yeah.
It's very
Right.
possible he would have seen parts of the devastation anyway, regardless of snowfall.
Yeah, because you guys brought up the
Look,
followers of the Demogorgon or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah, because we went on like a whole spiel.
Okay.
uh-huh.
Just want to make sure that they know that that's happening
Yeah,
around
he
the
knows.
town.
Yeah,
To keep an eye out.
I think we made a point.
because
to
I think
tell him.
he said he was going to warn everyone in town to keep an eye out.
Okay.
Well,
Alright, that's
Now
all
I
I
don't
want to
know.
make sure.
I see if you know that. OC that conversation.
No, Kess didn't know that
happened.
'cause she didn't know that
But
conversation.
answer Kess's question, yes.
it's been handled.
Oh, good. Okay. I was worried about that.
God, it's been handled, right?
Yes.
I'll be a liar for a lot of things, but not when I think I'm telling the truth. So are we ready to go to Neverwinter?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
We
What's
should everyone
this?
to hold hands.
What's the
Yeah, I
fast
just need
bit?
everybody to hold
Are we
hands.
teleporting?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I've done that before. It's good. You ever teleported as that?
You look and she's not there.
Where'd she go?
You,
She's
you
not
gotta
gone.
tell Trey where you're at, but other
Oh.
than that, nobody else can see you.
Did you see her again?
Azyla, we're going. You can stay here by yourself.
Where you at?
I don't even know where I'm at.
Where'd she go? What?
But you're within sight.
Yes.
She's over
5.
there.
I will
Azyla, I
leave you here.
see you.
I heard
Okay.
holding hands and
3.
walked away.
2.
No, hold hands.
He comes over and like offers his paw.
I would use other
There just needs to be physical contact. It can be you lightly touching somebody's shoulder.
Am I?
You know, you don't actually.
Are you touching my shoulder?
So you guys gonna use the teleportation spell?
Yes, and I have been to Neverwinter.
Okay. Roll a d100 for me, please.
Alright. That's fair.
Yeah,
And I'm touching Astria with my other hand.
come on, we can do it.
Who's touching the dog?
You touching
I am.
Huey?
I'm touching Astria.
Is Astria and Huey holding hands?
Yes.
Or he just put his paw up on Astria?
46.
46, my lord.
46?
Astria's too prim to
Okay.
hold hands with anyone.
So tell me exactly where you're wanting to teleport.
So I, in my wizened years,
Okay.
know that teleporting into the middle of a bustling city is a really bad idea.
Uh-huh.
So I would like to teleport just a little up the road from the main gates to Neverwinter.
Okay.
So like inside of the city,
Okay.
but not inside of the city.
Like a half mile, a mile.
Like a quarter mile.
A quarter mile.
The 7 of you, including the 2 dogs, canines, I'm sorry.
Astria's the dog.
He's a canine now. She's a canine.
She's a canine.
See the teleportation circle weave around you. You feel a sense of lightness, fresh air. You see the city coming into view, almost like slightly bird's eye view. And you're like, oh, this is too high. This is a little too high. And you guys fall like a good 30 feet.
Oh,
I'll just wild shape into a bird.
yeah, Hulk?
No, into a squirrel because they don't take fall damage.
Squirrel.
I'll extend my wings and let myself glide down.
They cannot die because they're too light for
Alright,
terminal
so anybody
velocity.
that can't fly or cast slow fall or anything like that.
Would
I
I
don't
be
think I've
able
done
to grab on the
yet.
2 little ones and try to slow them down, even though it'll drag me down a little bit, but try to ease their fall?
Sure. So does that just leave Oren? You have
I'm
monk
checking.
shit.
I don't think
Not
I've
level
got,
4 yet.
No, I
Yeah,
don't have
level 4
slow fall. So, yep. So I'm gonna take what, 3d6?
Yeah, I already got you. You
Okay.
take 7 bludgeoning damage for falling on your hiney,
You have a squirrel on your shoulder now.
and you feel your shoes tighten for a second, and the feeling subsides. But off in the distance, you see a walled-off city with several roads going into it. The beautiful city of Neverwinter. The teleportation was instantaneous, so it's still late morning. But you see several caravans of jackasses, horses, camels, all sorts of varieties going in, and you see where the city is waiting for its new guests.
Alright, sound off.
Chitter, chitter.
I'm here. That was fun. Oh, decent.
You good?
Pretty good.
You see me swinging mead from my cord.
Is Ashce good?
Yes. Good. Ooh, is Astria good?
Yes, Huey casts Slowfall on himself, or Featherfall on himself. and
You're
Astria.
welcome.
Thank you. If you run off in the city and you steal things you shouldn't be taking, you cause the guards to come down on you, or you take from somebody who does not have enough to make it through their own day, you will have a problem.
Skitter, skitter.
That's right.
No cot.
If you steal
Skitter,
from
skitter.
somebody who does not have enough to make it through the day, we will have a problem. The squirrel is going to have a
What?
problem with you.
What?
Skitter.
Cordio.
That's Cordio. He's druid. Remember? He turns to animals.
Bear?
Yeah.
And squirrel.
Squirrel.
Uh-huh.
Skitter.
He's travel size for my convenience. Do you want another cinnamon roll?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna reach for this.
I will give you one more and that's my last.
I do have funds, okay, for the group that we can use to buy stuff. So you don't have to steal from anybody. We have enough money for all of us.
So, logic.
Uh-huh.
Give.
Not yet.
OC,
That's what
hold
you were
on.
getting to town.
I remember a conversation about money. Did we end up splitting that
Nope.
money?
No.
No.
Okay.
That's
Not at all.
logic.
Nope.
You guys did find money in the keep individually. But
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
Yeah. Kess, where are... How do you want to handle rooms?
Handle what, I'm sorry?
Rooms.
For lodging?
Yeah.
Whichever's the most convenient and comfortable.
Tree. Outside.
You want to stay on the tree outside. Okay. Do you feel more... Do you want a room to yourself, or do you want to lodge with another person for added security?
I'd prefer to lodge by myself.
Okay.
Well, I don't need a bed. I'm fine.
Alright. Cool beans. Well, in that case, our first order of business is to head into the city, gain entrance to the city, and then perhaps let's go and meet your friend.
You're still a squirrel. It's kind of cute as a squirrel.
I think he's cute all the time. You can see his ass. Not as a squirrel. Just in general. Yeah, it's fair too.
Okay, so
Squeakers, squeakers.
Squeak, squeaker, squeaky, squeaky.
So, OC, I haven't been here before, have I? I mean,
No,
I've been
but you're familiar with Neverwinter just through studies and hearing about it. It's a fairly popular city that travelers go through or visit or whatever.
Okay.
You know that there's a riverway that cuts through the city that gondolas can take you to various places.
Let's do that.
And yeah, all the if you zoom in on the picture, all the important places are numbered.
So where are we coming from? Which
So you
direction?
guys are kind of coming from
That's a description.
the northeast, sort of, just about 60 feet from the river that goes into the ocean.
Does this map not have a... This one doesn't.
Sword Coast is to the west, so top is north.
Yeah.
Top is north.
Yep.
So we're... Okay.
But the city is yours at your disposal. You guys gain entrance with no problem. The guards greet you happily. A lot of the buildings are simple, but the larger ones definitely have some nicer stone to them. There's a lot of red roof tiling. You hear street music. There's a slight Italian feel to Neverwinter, especially with the gondolas. It's like you see the guys pushing the gondolas with the big hats and sort of the Where's Waldo shirt, but it's black and white. And it's a very romantic city. It's while there is some hints of homelessness, the streets are clean.
It's so romantic.
No city's perfect.
Belly cow.
But you guys are wanting to head to the Hall of Justice
Do you guys,
first.
like, honeymoon here or something?
No. We just passed through Atomic Club.
Oh, so you guys have been here?
Yeah.
I've only read about it, but
Speak clear.
it's amazing in person.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
So I think we should probably head to the Hall of Knowledge.
The Hall of Knowledge?
Yeah. Do you know is your friend or the representative of Narsmorph?
Do you mean the Hall of Justice?
Yeah, the Hall of Justice is where they said that Kavita said I probably would find them. Like who we're looking for.
Yes, but so there are a variety of things that we need to accomplish here.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So we would like to look more for how to get rid of our friend from the Swamp.
Okay.
I think that Hall of Knowledge is a good place to start. The Hall of Justice, absolutely, because we need to get passage to Ivalice. And then your friend from Narcourse. Where are you
Nardorf?
from? Nardorf, thank you.
Yeah.
Where were they going to be again?
The Hall of Justice.
So do we
That's
want
where they
to
said they would be, or
first?
at least a representative of one of them. So Ivanova might be there, or it might be somebody who's, closely
Alright.
related to Ivanova.
So do we want to go to the Hall of Justice first?
Sure.
I think that no matter what, we should at least take a day in Neverwinter for the people who have never been before. We should be able to enjoy it.
I should probably at least register myself at the hall.
Yeah. I would avoid the Moonstone Mask if I were you. Because you don't seem to be able to handle that.
Hold on.
The what?
The Moonstone Mask.
Ladies of the night.
Oh.
What was it? You said it was the
Moonstone Mask number 9.
Number 4.
number 4.
It's either that, or if
It's
you want to
the
go
Festival of
explore,
Ladies of the Night.
then absolutely.
Well, I've read all about this place. I know exactly what it is. And I'm not interested. There's plenty to see in this town. I don't have to see that.
I think that you could learn a lot from them.
Speaking.
But that's okay. You need to do these things at your own pace.
Is a squirrel suggesting that I go visit
Squeaking.
Ladies of the Night?
Trade.
Alright,
The
no.
squirrel.
Okay?
We're not trading her for the ladies in the night. No.
Hey, before
I'll
we,
trade.
before we move on, now that we're in the city, I know you've been hitching for it, I was going to go ahead and split up the funds among everybody to make sure that if we do end up splitting up, you guys have your own money.
Are you comfortable with this? Because these are your funds.
Well-
Like, I know that they were given for your group, whichever.
Yeah.
Whose name is still under workshop. I do not agree to be known as a whatever or whoever.
Valen's Righteous.
No, absolutely not.
What?
Valen's Adventures. I'm working
No,
on it.
no Valen.
I'll come up with some more names.
No. Anyways, are you sure that you want to
The
share
V
the funds?
Can't we just be the ancestors' watchmen?
Well, that's good.
Valen. I like it.
No. Anyways, so are you okay with this? Is this
Yeah.
what you want to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. I definitely can trust you guys. I'm glad that you guys decided to help me with this. And I think the more we get prepared for what we're about to do, the better we'll all be. I was going to say, so 500 a piece for everybody, and that will leave me around like 800 gold. And then I can, depending on what it costs for the ferry, we can each pitch in our cost, or I take it out of the 800. Does that sound good?
I think if we have 500 apiece, we can pay for our own stuff. You shouldn't have to continue paying.
Okay.
So,
So-
it's very kind of
Save the 800 for an emergency.
Gotcha.
you. Or the 300 or whatever it is.
793. So everybody gets 500.
Thank you.
No. I go to give it to you, but I don't know what to
Gold.
do.
I go now.
Alright, that's fair.
Alright, I have
give
to
you
go.
one coin.
You just disappeared.
It's not
don't
for
you?
eating.
That's how we disappear. After I give you the
Do you
gold,
just disappear? Do you just vanish?
before I give it to you, as I'm handing it to you, like, okay, hey, are you happy now? You didn't have to take it from me. I was going to give it to you. I
Yes.
didn't lie to you.
I go now.
Okay? Just remember that.
And she like vanishes.
And then, where'd she go?
Lovely.
I was just looking at her, literally.
My
She's
seats
really good.
might
You
depend
vanish?
on who sees me.
What is it, 27?
You see me, I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I don't see you.
Anyone want to go register with me at the Hall of Justice?
I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
I think that would be a good
Follow
idea. Yes.
You see me hop off and run off in a direction that looks similar to.
Where she's going?
Hey, are
Where's
we
he going?
splitting up? Squeaking, squeaker, squeaking, squeaking.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
I think he
about
wants to
you?
meet back up.
Squeak.
Split
Are
up
you
now
gonna
and then
bring
meet
her-
back up.
Okay, are
It's
you
like
gonna find me
concept all over
later?
again.
That makes total sense to me. Squeaking, squeaking.
All right. So one at a time, I need everybody tell me what they're doing and who they're going with.
Are you...
Are you going to do?
Okay, so I'm going to the Hall of Fame. Or
Hall of Justice?
Oh,
Hall of
yes.
Justice.
Yeah, we're visiting that afterwards.
That's where the men of the night are.
Milo's definitely.
Where
And
is
since
his
you and I are
world?
tagging together,
Is there
And I
a-
think Kess is too.
Yes, I'm coming this
you're
way.
coming with
Hall of
us?
Justice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So who's going to the Hall of Justice? Thank you.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else I need to know.
What are you
Hey,
doing?
Desi, what's your passive
He's
perception?
following
My passive
Azyla.
perception?
Oh,
Azyla's
okay.
going to her thing, and she's
Okay.
a squirrel.
I'll tell you what you see because your perception's high enough.
My passive perception is 16.
I rolled a 17 on the die for stealth to follow you.
Okay,
So you don't know I'm following you.
that's fine.
But I'm following Azyla. As a squirrel.
Okay. I would
And you
like.
already know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I would like. So we're to deal with who's going to go first. Which group's going to go first? I would like one person from each group to roll a d20. Whoever rolls higher, that's who will roll.
Go for it.
17.
Nat 1!
Perfect.
Right?
All right. So meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, you three make your way through the city. Do you take a gondola to make it to the Hall of Justice?
I've never had this before. It's good.
I don't think
Sure.
you need to, but yeah.
Okay.
Just
How much does it cost?
Yeah, does it cost anything? or
It's
anything?
5 silver apiece. You notice the river is very, very clean. In fact, you see the occasional dolphin swim past.
I'm gonna ask the person who's rowing the gondola. Is it frowned upon to just like swim across the canals?
It is a very busy.
Yeah.
Yes, so do not swim.
Well, yeah, we didn't want to. That's why we wanted to ride the gondola.
and I'm just like
You ride?
out of my glory.
You take your ride now?
Yeah.
You see a guy with that wide brim hat, sort of. A very thick mustache, thick eyebrows.
And what's your name?
My name is Dorat.
Dorat?
Dorat.
Dorat, yes.
Absolutely.
Nice. That's a really lovely name. I never heard that name before.
Can you spell that for me, Dorat?
Dorat. I take you to the city. Where is your destination?
We're going to the Hall of Justice.
Hall of Justice. All right.
Yeah. Is that the same place?
Justice?
Yes. Would you like to sing? Would you like to hear the song of my people?
Yes,
Absolutely.
please. Does that cost extra? Or you just do it for funsies.
That's part of my shtick. Oh God.
Can I
So Dorat rolled a 3. Total of 5.
Okay.
So-
we see him struggle.
It's no. This is probably how he usually performs. It's just it's really bad. It's like Rebecca Black level bad.
Oh boy.
Friday.
And
Pretty sure it's Tuesday, isn't it?
yeah, he's got the wrong day and everything. He probably has a family that he works hard for, and all right, the folks, we are here.
At the Hall of Tuscus?
The Hall of Justice, yep.
If you go 2 blocks of that away, you will get to the Hall of Justice.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Dorat. We'll be sure to look for you again.
Yeah, that was lovely music. You
I'm
just
gonna
keep
hop
working
off.
on it. Keep working on it, Dorat. You're gonna make it one day.
All right.
And I
Have a
help
nice
Ashce
day.
out of the boat and back onto land.
So as we're walking in, I'm just going to quietly go to you all. Do you think that they've ever considered asking him to sing at people to, like, torture them?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but it did sound kind of bad. But I wouldn't say that.
You're so nice. Also, thank you for not telling him why we were going to the Hall of Justice.
Oh yes.
You know, maybe we could
you
add
ask?
that to the Hall of Punishment. Maybe I can talk to my master about hiring him. That would be really good.
Yeah.
I as you guys converse, you come upon a large building with sort of a crescent entrance with a large window, and you see tons of people coming and going, and there is the flag of Neverwinter over it, but there are many flags from all sorts of different kingdoms. Too much for me to list, but the Neverwinter flag it's 3 snowflakes in sort of a triangle pattern, yeah, you see people dressed from different nations, walks of life. You do see a heavy guard presence. Seems probably the most protected place besides maybe the castle in the city.
How many people are here? Is it like hustling and bustling, or?
Yeah, so think
like a courthouse?
Yeah, I think like a courthouse. Very busy.
Okay. All
Alright, well, I go straight in.
No, I'm following.
Is there a front desk when I walk in?
So behind the front desk, you see a furbolg. He sort of has a
I'm gonna help lift you up.
a shaw that is made out of a skunk and then a raccoon on the other side.
2 feet tall.
May I help you folks?
Yes. Well, I have 2 things I'm here for, and they're probably in different departments, and I was wondering if you could point me in the right direction. First, I need to register as an ambassador while I'm here in the city, and second, I need to register my, I need to find out if I require registration for my service animal.
And then we're looking
Ambassador for who?
For the Mira Miles. I have been told that it is bad manners to not register myself as an ambassador when I visit cities.
That's part of the Aeireborne alliance, isn't it? You guys already have an ambassador.
Who's the ambassador?
Huh?
Who's the ambassador?
It's Prince Derrik.
Alright, cool. Excellent. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. As far as I know, that is the ambassador of Aeireborne in general.
Mm-hmm.
I'm specifically from the Miram Isles, but because I'm a legal ambassador, I don't know if I register myself while I'm here in the city.
Okay, well you'll have to register us.
Yeah.
Becoming an ambassador, that's up to your city. We don't do that here. And then you catch somebody that you recognize.
Every city is different.
And somebody says, Kess? Kess! And you see a male, a Kalashtar male with long, beautiful, snow white hair and a beard. Think Aeireborne, but showered and with pale white hair. Mid-20s.
It's kind of like his old scene, like when he shows him as an old man.
True.
Like that.
Yeah, when he's king.
Yeah.
But you know this is Marcus Cole, Vonova and Talia's adoptive son.
Would you have let me put you on my hip? Like to hold you so you could see?
No, okay. Set me back
he
down.
comes through the crowd, and he's dressed in his ranger gear, and you know that he's been promoted to Ranger 2 not too long ago after Darren retired. But he's got the long robes, the cape. You see a crossbow on his back. It is good to see you, my friend.
It's good to see you too, Marcus. How you doing? Ranger number 2.
Indeed. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. These are my friends.
He takes your hand, my lady, and kisses it.
Hi.
My good sir.
So
I am Marcus Cole, Ranger 2 of Nardoth.
Are you... Okay, so this might be indelicate to ask. Are you a ranger, like, you're going through the woods ranger, or are you just like a ranger in the way that you all are rangers, and that is kind of confusing?
Us rangers are keepers of the peace.
So no. Thank you.
Servants to Ranger 1.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
We do great work.
I believe it.
We're safer because he's here. I promise.
Oh, how good. So, you must be here for part of the mission. Did we able to find... Let's speak in private away from everybody else. And he sort of like leads you guys, and he sort of flags at the furbolg, and he nods. All right. How goes things? Do you have the passports yet?
Well, we have not exactly passports, but we're here to meet with somebody that's supposed to give us the passports.
May I ask who?
What was his name again?
Larza Wraithwall.
What is it?
Larza.
Larza? Okay.
Wraithwall.
Larza Wraithwall. Some gentleman named Larza Wraithwall? Do you know him?
Bless you.
I never heard of him.
I've had several meetings with him.
Okay.
As the ambassador of Nardov. He's a good boy. He's very young for his position, but...
Well, I met a few great people in a tavern in Phandalin.
You have a party of 3, don't you think?
No.
Just get a little bit bigger?
No, you know me. This
yes,
is for
I do.
Valen. This is for Valen. This is Valen's righteous ones. We have Solra, we have
we're not
Oren,
going with that name.
We have Cordio. He's not here right now.
He's a squirrel right
And
now.
we have... Yeah, he's a druid. Huh?
Oh,
Really
okay.
talented. Very talented.
Like Gwynlian, of course.
Yeah, he's extremely talented. And then Solra, she does a lot of warlock magic and stuff, kind of like me, but a little different. And then Oren, he punches people really, really hard. He's a monk, I think, mostly monk. And then
You punch
Azyla,
people.
Yeah, he's really, really talented at it. And he masters the drunken master. He's been doing that. That's what he did. I've never seen anybody do it before.
It's just word vomit.
It looks pretty good.
Anytime Kess meets somebody, they're very familiar with her.
And then Azyla, she's more like a sneaky
I
one, but she's
remember
trustworthy.
you mentioning Azyla before. That's the person that you saved from the Minotaur Mountain and all that stuff.
Yeah. She's great. She actually was the only one to answer my call. Andreas was supposed to answer, but he never showed up. And then we got a dog called Huey. So we got a whole pack.
Okay.
Yep. We've already taken care of a witch. We've taken care of a chimera.
We have not taken care
of
of a witch. Do you happen to know of somebody who can get rid of a phylactery?
Of course.
Can you give me information on who that is so that I can get into contact with them?
Well, Creve has disappeared, so that takes it out of the...
I know, what a shame. I miss Uncle Creve. I miss Uncle Creve.
You know, if you would... may I see it?
You may see it, but to make it clear, we are the ones who found it, and therefore it is our responsibility to make sure that the evil that she brought into the world doesn't come back in. So I'm not going to hand it over to you. But I do pull it out of my arcane locked bag of holding.
And he holds it.
What you think, Marcus?
It's a very nice game.
I can make you one that looks like it if you want it.
That's okay. I don't need one quite like that yet. Hopefully another 40 years or so.
It might make you look more distinguished.
I like to think that the beard does the same.
Okay.
Do you...
Mine's better.
I have somebody that could deal with this, if you would like.
So
Somebody with far more resources than myself.
can you put me into contact with them instead?
Of course.
What is their name?
Prince Derrik of Aeireborne.
Oh, we've heard that name before.
Isn't he really young?
They said he's
It's
the
more
ambassador.
Yeah, well, he's learning to take over the family business, although his parents are pretty much immortal, so I don't know how that's going to work, but...
So a prince, you think, has enough power to destroy...
Well, I think he knows people. Aeireborne is a very well-endowed place, so, you know.
Alright.
Well, it's a time crunch. I think we have like 30 days left,
We have
something like
about
that,
30 days left, so
before the witch comes back.
if you could introduce us to Prince Derrik to help smooth
I can
over
get
that
you
one.
and your friends passes, so that way you guys could go about the Hall of Justice, as long as there's no funny business. There are many guards about that will keep an eye out, but I have no problem with giving you guys passes, and you don't have to go through the whole shebang of talking to Zathras at the front counter and dealing with that and everything.
Who was that?
Oh, great.
Who was it at the front counter? I try and keep track of people's names.
Zathras.
Zathras.
There's 10 brothers. They're all...
Are they
a
all
thing.
named like Zathras?
Yes. Well, there's supposedly a very slight change in how it's pronounced, but I've never been able to figure it out, to be totally honest.
Alright. I appreciate your honesty.
No
appreciate
problem.
your candor.
Of course.
I can't believe that's another brother of Zathras.
There's always 10. Never more, never less.
Oh, right.
Have you seen Ivanova lately? Is she here, or is she still at Nardorf?
He gets oddly serious.
Oh.
Yes, to answer your question, I've seen the Ivanova recently. I don't know if it's put and talk about it even now. We'd have to talk about it in my office, but some things have changed since last you went home. But the mission is still on. She's been badly injured, not mortally, but it'll take some more time to recover.
Would you want to go and see her real quick before we?
Well, she's not here. She's in Norway.
I
But
understand
still,
that.
you can clue me in on what's going on while I let them get about their business. So I know you guys got stuff to do, right?
Well, I was really just making sure that you were all right here, that you weren't going to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, I'll be with Marcus. He's gonna fill me on what's going on with Ivanova. It sounds really important.
Yes. The important thing is that everybody is safe. So.
Agreed. What are you gonna do?
If you are willing, I will go and try and meet with Prince Derrik and see if we can't get the phylactery taken care of and make sure that we register Australia so that there's no problems going forward. If you would like to go and see Ivanova, Ranger 1, whatever her preferred title is, before we leave, let me know. It'll be a bit more dicey than this journey was. But if you give me a day, I can do it again.
Well, I don't think it's gonna come to that, but if it does, I'll let you know.
I assure you, she's in the best of care.
I believe that, but it's more along the lines of if we're going to potentially face like a very powerful person and you wanted to go make sure that everything was okay at home, I would not begrudge you that.
I think Ivana would want me to put the mission first. I think that's what she'd want me to do.
Alright.
She is very stubborn like that, Mum.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so we'll go to your office. It's here in the Hall of Justice, right?
Yes, it's just down the hall.
And then,
You'll get us passes so we
Ladies first.
well, yeah,
My dear,
forgot I was.
please tell your husband they like you, gentlemen. And my good sir, I hope you find whatever it is your type or whatever.
We're looking for a registration to get Estrella all on the straight and narrow to make sure that her service canine,
Fox.
Fox.
Service animals are more than welcome here. Go to Zathras at the front desk. I'll give you one in my office and tell him that Marcus Cole insists that you and whoever else is in your group gets a free pass to Hall of Justice for the next week.
Thank you.
Of course. And he gives a very proper bow.
Nice.
I do a bow, but it's more like a monk versus a.
I curtsy.
So let's go back to the front desk. And when I go back to the front desk, okay, so I know we were interrupted, but I just want to clarify. I don't have to register. Every city's different, so I always check. I don't have to register with you. Correct? You don't care that I'm here.
No.
Cool. Awesome. And do I have to register Astria here?
No, as long as they're not feral or anything, they're fine.
The only person who's feral here is my husband.
Again, every city is different, so I always check.
And that's just because he doesn't use beard oil. Marcus Cole said that what was his phrasing? It's very proper, that one. Also, I'm short, so I'm pretty sure I'm like sitting at the counter like this.
That he insists that we receive passes for the week.
For the Hall of Justice for the week.
That
Zathras-
everyone in the party.
Zathras can do this. He pulled out the paperwork, right? What's the name of the passes?
It's gonna be Kess, Azyla, Oren, Solra, and Cordio.
Cordio.
You're not here.
He rips up
Closer.
rips up one of them. I'll have to redo that one.
Sorry.
Has to be spelled right. And he hands you 5 passes.
Thank you. I pass you your
And then a little ribbon to put on your dog or your canine.
Where is Prince Devin? Prince Derrik? Prince Daryl?
So he points, and you know how there's like how malls have the giant map? There's a map that shows where all the individual offices are for the kingdoms and where to meet with their ambassadors.
It is Prince Daryl, right?
Derrik.
See, you can't complain.
There.
Can't complain.
Well, thank you so much. How do you pronounce your name? Zathras?
Zathras.
Well, thank
Zathras?
you. Zathras.
It's not like my brother Zathras. It's Zathras.
Thank you, Zathras. I really appreciate it. We're gonna go check and see if Prince Derrik needs Oren here to register because they're under their supervision and I've got a question to ask them. So thank you and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Alright. We want to move to Trey and Desi real quick. Alright. So as you're 20 gold short now, you saw a woman, you felt a woman pat your bum and you felt your pocket purse get a little bit lighter. You're following a female tabaxi. How do you want to proceed?
To Marcus Cole.
Obviously stealthy.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Not 20.
Okay, you don't think she noticed. In fact, she does a good look around and seems pretty confident that she's not being followed and kind of does a slight break off into an alleyway.
Oh, I'm gonna follow her, take my money back, and then try to take whatever she has as well.
Are you gonna try to pickpocket her?
Yeah.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
I love I could just watch all this from a rooftop as a squirrel.
24.
Okay. You get your 20 back, and you take an additional 37 gold. This is a female tabaxi with long brown hair. She wears sort of a yellow, kind of skin tight, almost catsuit-like leather armor with overalls. And you see a dagger at each hip that's kind of hidden away. Her steps are oddly quiet, almost that of a thief.
That makes sense.
I want to follow her and see where she goes.
Okay. You also follow.
Oh yeah.
Squeaky squeaks.
So with
On the
that,
rooftops.
Squirrels are probably normal in this area too.
yeah, I mean they're everywhere.
Yeah. It's not fucking up.
Not here.
Yeah, not here. It's up in Cherry Tree. Things get crazy.
She eventually stops outside of a place called the Beached Leviathan. You see it's a sort of tavern, and you notice there's seashells hanging from it, and you notice there's a sign that says "Night in Atlantis." And she kind of looks around, and she checks her purse, and she goes, "Huh?" And she smiles. Clever girl. And she puts it back and sort of looks around. Huh. And just seems like she's waiting for somebody.
I'm gonna watch a little bit longer.
Okay, how long?
Maybe 20 minutes. See if anything happens.
Okay. About 20 minutes pass, she looks at her bare wrist. He's always late. Always late.
Do I hear her say that?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna see if there's any vantage points to kind of stay hidden, but still keep watch.
And you notice she will, as random people kind of walk by, she'll kind of shift and accidentally bump into them and be like, "Oh, sorry," and then you see very quickly the hands grab a couple of silver pieces. And she does this a couple times, mostly to men or women that seem to catch her rather alluring figure.
Do they look like they'd be poor, or do they look like they'd be wealthy?
Somewhat middle class, somewhat.
Okay. So she's just standing outside this place?
Yep.
Is there a back entrance to that place?
Most likely. You hear her. Guess maybe he's back at the ship. Okay. And then she kind of heads to the east.
Okay. I'm still gonna follow.
Okay. She walks for a good while. At any point, do you stop her or anything like that?
No, I'm more intrigued in seeing what she's doing and where she's going.
It looks like she eventually, if you follow her all the way, goes to the pier, and it looks like she's going to buy a ship ticket.
Okay. Is there a way for me to get ahead of her and be waiting for her at the spot that she's going to be at?
You might have to buy a boat ticket to get past the guards, unless you want to try a sneak past.
I'm a sneaky. 21.
You hear, "That kid stole my peach! Thief! Thief!" And you use this opportunity as this kid's running off with this peach from a random vendor as the guard sort of like, "Hey, stop! You have violated the law." And you sneak past them and onto the pier. And you see... Are you still following?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're a squirrel. You don't draw any suspicion.
What the hell? She run to the pier.
You see her kind of looking at her. Well, we assume it's a ship pass, looking for the right ship that she's probably going to board.
They don't know if I want to stop her or if I want to continue to watch.
You get the impression she's probably about to board a boat.
Now if I want to get on the boat too.
This is how we lose Azyla.
So what?
Sail off into entirely different.
You want to run 2 campaigns at the same time, Alex?
Azyla's off-brand antics.
This is when it branches off into a series of one-shots episodes where we just sit here and watch Azyla every once in a while.
I'm sorry, do you mean a series of unfortunate events?
Yes.
A series of unfortunate one-shots.
As Cordio just hangs out and watches. Like,
What the fuck have I got myself into?
Would you get on the ship too?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So
You might lose your husband here.
she sees a small, fishing boat that looks like it's for short distances. And you can see off in the distance there's a port for airships where there are airships occasionally coming and going. And she looks like she's about to board this smaller fishing ship.
I want to fly onto it before she boards it.
Okay.
Going for a little auspicious, aren't we?
She does not notice you, but she takes a sit, and you hear the cap say, 20 minutes till departure. Make yourself comfortable. We're heading towards the airport before too long.
I want to walk up to her, but just kind of casually, and just stand and just kind of look at her.
You trying to make yourself a parent?
Not right away, but just kind of the feeling that somebody's there, but she doesn't realize right away that it's me. Just casually kind of walk up and then just kind of stand there
Hello? Hi, who are you?
You take.
I-
Not yours.
I don't know what you mean.
I followed. Sticky fingers.
Well, for some, thieving is a form of flirtation. Nothing personal, you just seem like you were being weighed down by that coin.
Do
Care to sit? It's not leaving for another 20 minutes. I know you don't got a pass. You know what they do to people that don't have passes, right? They throw them overboard.
I fly. It's fine.
And what about the squirrel that's following you?
Mini squirrels.
You mean the druid? It's okay. It's okay.
Do I realize that it's Cordio yet?
And she pulled out like a chip for the squirrel.
I slowly approach, acting as a squirrel.
My lion, what's your name?
Jess.
Insight check.
Lion is like the animal lion?
Yeah. She's a tabaxi named Lion. She rolled an 8. Would you like to make a deception check?
Yes.
Can I make a deception check to be a squirrel?
Sure.
She rolled 12.
What did you say your name was?
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
It's gonna be, with a -1, a 7.
She's not convinced. Well, what you Neverwinter for?
Things.
You looking for a ship? I might have one. Good captain, good crew.
This.
No, this isn't my ship. My ship's over there, and she points at the airship tower. We have one that flies. You got the coin?
You own?
No. Captain Balthazar owns. I'm just the handsy one.
Would I recognize the name?
No.
I have acquaintances.
Me too.
They come.
Okay. You'd like to tell your squirrel and the rest of your acquaintances be 300 apiece. I'll cut you 250 though.
200.
Make a persuasion check.
Uh, 7.
I'll have to check with Captain. For 200, some of you might have to double bunk.
5 people. 1,000 gold.
We will be at the Beach Leviathan later this evening for the show. Maybe you could talk to him there. Might have a better time persuading him.
Talk to
Yes.
Captain?
Captain Balthazar. I'll be with him.
You put in good word.
Oh, I think I prefer to put in a bad word. That's more fun.
True.
Anyway, I think the boat's about to leave. You better get off. Go, go find the rest of your friends.
Put my hand out, see if you crawl up my arm.
I turn around and just leap onto the dock.
I'm just gonna sprout my wings and fly.
And I just follow you.
Alright, so where are the two of you going to head after that interaction?
I want to go to the trade house.
Oh, the lights just turned off?
Yeah. That like everything.
No, the
Yeah, kitchen like
Oh, okay. I just
it's on an automatic timer.
oh, gotcha. I know it was voice activated, like if I said the keyword by accident. I'm sorry, where are you guys going? That distracted me. Squirrel.
Trade house.
It's right here.
The trade house. And then you two were going to talk to Prince Derrik.
Yeah.
You're talking to Marcus, so we'll do that one last. So you eventually make your way through the halls of justice, and you find a office door. It says Prince Derrik. You see 2 airborne guards with sort of wing pattern armor, beautiful adorned door that has a mural of Ash and Marina holding hands. And it looks like the door opens where their hands kind of meet.
That's kind of cute.
Greetings, citizen. How may we help?
Can we talk to Prince Derrik?
On what business?
Marcus Cole said that he might be able to put us in contact with somebody we need to reach out to.
You have passes.
I show my pass.
Okay, good. Friend of Marcus Cole's is old acquaintance. You may see Prince Derrik. Under supervision, of course.
Absolutely.
He nods to the other guard and opens up the 2 doors. Prince Derrik, you have guests. And he guides you in. You see a young 15 to 16-year-old boy with his hair that sort of like drapes over the right side of his face. He has light blue skin. You swear you see like the hint of 2 fangs just peering out just beneath his upper lip. What? Can't you see I'm busy?
Hi.
And you see like a castle that he's made out of cards.
Indeed. Were those your parents on the door?
Yeah.
It was real cute. So if you would like, we can just be real. Do you want to get your business out of the way? Do you want to check with him, or do you just want to like full steam ahead with the witch thing?
Let's just go with the witch thing.
Cool, excellent. So Marcus Cole said that you could get us in contact with somebody who could absolutely take care of a phylactery.
A what?
Phylactery, so the place where like a lich-like being would store their soul to come back from.
Oh. I mean, I guess so. I mean, I can get to that eventually.
So it's not an eventually, it's if this doesn't happen in 30 days, I'm going to deposit her in this very room, so that way you have to deal with her. You're just waste my time. How old are you?
I'm 15. What are you, like, 300?
So very close, actually, it's true. So that time, I have learned that...
Dog, get away.
Do you not like... Well, this is a fox. Oh,
There's a difference?
Dewey?
Yes.
Is Dewey also with me?
Yeah.
So that's a fox, and then this is a dog. Which
Oh,
one
sure.
are you? Are you allergic?
No.
I'm gonna
Okay.
insight that. Are you afraid of them?
This is gonna be hilarious, but Astria is actually going to come forward and start trying to comfort him, as she does with people who are panicking.
I don't like touching. No touching.
A 14 on insight. Is he afraid of dogs?
He's not afraid, he's just uncomfortable. He's afraid.
100%. So, do you want us to ask our K9 companions to maybe take a few steps back to give you some breathing room?
Yeah, I'll do whatever you want.
Alright. Excellent. Can you follow Australia?
I just go,
You
and she
hear
comes running back to me.
from further in the back room, sort of near the study, a prince should convey himself better. And you see a wizard with a staff and a long, sort of graying hair and a beard, and a knee brace, a mechanical knee brace. I'm trying to teach you how to be a proper gentleman. But Uncle Solra, I'm young, I'm hot, I'm immortal. This is stupid. I have games I want to play with. My friends are going to the club tonight, and I have to stay here and study.
Club.
Yeah, I don't think this one needs to be going to a club. You're just gonna make really bad life choices and probably, like, wreck the dignity of your kingdom.
You sound like my dad, who's like, son, don't drink, and you know what I mean by that. And I'm like, I've never even bitten anybody, sir.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that for you.
And the older man speaks up. You said something about a witch.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the one you need to talk to. He's still working on his manners. I'm technically still the ambassador of Aeireborne.
Do you need help working on his manners? This is Dewey. Dewey's a very sweet, sweet dog.
He says his name's Huey.
Huey.
He
My
can't
bad.
speak with animals.
I will also cast Speak with Animals. Yes, this is Huey. My bad. Sorry, Huey.
That's okay. Well,
I don't want to think that all three of them are just talking in dog mail.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mackie.
well,
They try to jump on you.
Yes, and I got a leg full of claw.
I have many years of experience with witches and all sorts of
And I
other
think it's
stuff.
called messed up. There you go. Better?
I can take care of it.
So I would really appreciate that. Is it possible that you could take care of it in front of my eyes? Because this is a responsibility that I and my husband and this motley group of people that I'm traveling with have taken on. And I'm not one to shirk my responsibilities.
Of course.
Is there a way, or is there a place in town or that you could go to where you could safely destroy this phylactery?
No,
Sorry, I think.
Yep.
I'm being clawed by a cat.
Maybe.
Of course, I can do it in front of you.
Do you want to do it now, or are you gonna?
I can do it right now.
Alright, so I'm gonna pull it out, and I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna be like, just give me one
Can I
second.
know the context? Like, what kind of witch are we talking about?
She dealt a lot with dead things. I'm gonna pull out the skeleton of the dodo. Oh, please. Oh, I think it's gonna take one. So the skeleton of the dodo, and the witch's staff, and I'm gonna give him a brief synopsis of my encounters with her. And then I'm gonna be like, she resurrected a cockatrice named Chester.
Yep.
It sounded like she was from Barovia, like she was a witch in Barovia. And then she came back here and like set up shop.
It's you.
Who is she? I'm very invested.
Oh, Ash is gonna love this. Your father's gonna be so happy. Ah, man, you just destroyed here. This feels like a family matter.
I mean, like, that's fine, but I still need to watch it. So, can you teleport us there and then perhaps back?
That seems like a lot to do. I have authority. I'll just do it. And he holds both hands, and he's going to cast Shatter at 9th level. And you watch it break into like a billion pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna detect magic from, like, the remnants to see if it feels like any piece of her soul is still
You
there.
don't detect magic. In fact, you feel like you swear you hear it though.
Great success! Well, Sorbo, I recognize that we did not get introduced because Prince Derrik here is actively working on his manners. Derrik, I'm gonna call you Derrik. Do you know what you're supposed to do when you have new people interacting with one another and you are kind of their point of contact?
Look him in the eyes when you talk to him.
You look at them, absolutely, that's a really good start. You should also introduce them to the new people. So, you are Derrik. When we came in, instead of throwing up a big attitude, you probably should have been like, hi, I'm Prince Derrik. Why are you all here? What are you doing? Who are you? My name is Solra. Solra Friani. This is
Oren
Oren
from the Mirror Miles.
from the Mirror Miles. Sorbo, it's been lovely.
Of
Lovely
course.
getting to see you. Can I buy you a coffee for your troubles? Because my husband would love to meet you and pick your brain.
I appreciate the offer, but I have a lot of work to do. And he kind of like looks at the boy. I'm glad to help. Was there a purpose? So just the phylactery? That's why you were here?
I mean, like, we also need passports to Ivalice. If you've got any information on Ivalice, the
That's
Demogorgon.
not my jurisdiction. You'd want to talk to the Wraithwall boy.
Absolutely, and that's where we're going
But
next.
you know what? He's 13, 3 years younger than you, and has way more manners.
2 years.
Yeah, whatever.
I said 15. I really liked it.
Sorbo, my birthday is like next week, so I'm practically 16 now.
So you are practically prepared to hold this office and to treat people
I'm almost
with
old
respect.
enough to pilot my own airship, dude.
So you are old enough to treat people with respect.
I mean, I guess.
So how do we start this conversation?
My name's like Prince Derrik. I'm Marina and Ash's son and stuff. I'm gonna be a prince one day.
Well, hi.
One day.
Like Prince Derrik, who's Marina and Ash's son.
Fucked.
My name is Solra
My
Friani.
hobbies are hanging from ceilings, playing on my game box. I like cards. Cards are cool.
You think maybe they're gonna try for a second, see if they get luckier the second time around?
I wouldn't be surprised for that pair.
Well, Sorbo, do you have any information on the Demogorgon or any contacts that we could reach out to.
The Demogorgon? You're
Yeah.
just throwing that out?
I am a very direct person, and also I have a very wide array
He
of
like
interests.
checks his pulse. Alright, we're good. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Very direct. You're old. How old are you?
I'm like in my 70s.
I'm almost 300, bro.
Human.
That's true.
Well,
Do you need some beard oil?
no.
Well, like your beard looks phenomenal. Don't get me wrong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
I just feel like I offended you.
feel like as the ambassadors of Ivalice has made clear, despite what I suspect his feelings, I think Ivalice wants to keep their problems in their own borders, so I wish you good luck.
So
We
you
have offered them help for years dealing with the Demogorgon, and they have denied it.
so you don't have any information that I could look up to try and make sure that I'm keeping my my husband, and then also our acquaintances and friends safe, because that's really what the only reason I ask is because the better informed we are, the better choices we can make. And I'm really worried about Kess.
I don't know who that is.
That's fair. I feel like if you meet her, you'd know. You'd understand like that, or you'd also be worried.
I mean, I understand the headache of dealing with children.
Do you know anything about Valen then?
I don't think so, but I know I get a lot of names thrown at me.
That's fair. He's like from Narsmorf or Nardorf or something.
Nardorf?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that. I have a handful of friends that frequent there.
Fair enough. If I'm looking for this information, is there a place in town do you think that I should go so I can get out of your hair and stop asking you questions? Because
Perhaps it would be good of you, if you're wanting to prepare,
to head to the Hall of Knowledge.
yeah, I think the Hall of Knowledge,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
what I
find some
thought.
decent books and stuff. Hire a good ship,
Alright.
preferably not pirates.
There's no like underground people who might know more about this than the.
Not that I would be in contact with.
Alright, fair enough. Well, thank you again, Sorbo, for your time. I don't have anything else. Is there anything you wanna?
Just one last thing before we go.
Yeah.
Prince Derrik,
What?
and I get up out of the chair that I sat in during this conversation. Tell my godfather, your father, that I said hi. And I turn and I walk out.
Who are those squares, Sorbo? People aren't squares, people are people.
I'm standing here still, and I'm also like, we introduced ourselves to you, so have fun with that. I'm sure we're gonna message our godfather that at least came and said hello. Give him a report about your behavior. See you, Sorbo. Then I'm gonna walk out with you.
Alright, so meanwhile, you get a private meeting with Marcus.
Okay.
I was hoping it was gonna get him to like, shut up.
Oh, boy.
Is he actually your godfather?
He's the reason I'm alive.
So,
So yes.
Do you wanna send
We
him
got a
message
tip.
and be like, hey, your son's a bit of a punk.
about Wander's family.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
They might
send
be
him
in
mail.
danger. And Ivanova took this very seriously. As you know,
My
Talia
communication sheet's done.
currently isn't in any condition to
don't think-
take care of stuff like this.
Yeah.
Ash has any.
Yeah.
Wander's gone missing recently. So Ivanova took it upon herself to rescue, to go make sure that Lilith
Concern
and the
on your
kids are safe.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily she arrived in
Should we go to the
time.
post office?
There
Yeah,
were
absolutely.
assassins there waiting for Wander. And Ivanova took them out, but there was a cost. They had these strange blades that when they strike people, they turn into stone. Maybe it's because she's resilient, maybe she just got lucky, but her right arm and left leg are completely stone. So she's currently resting. Something so that repeats of Greater Restoration won't help, but it's going to take some time. So we found out that these people were drowned. Former members of the cult of Sheraton. They now follow a demon called Demogorgon. They had his symbol. And he begins kind of rummaging through his papers as I try to find the symbol. So yeah, she was badly injured, but as she would put it, you should see the other guys. We didn't get to interrogate them because she was either forced to kill them or
They wouldn't talk.
you're right. This is what the symbol looks like, and I'll send it in Discord as well.
Have I ever seen that symbol before?
You recognize it as the symbol of the Demogorgon.
Okay.
So that's what cult members typically wear on their robes. I guess Wander's mother was a member of an adventuring group that pissed him off many years ago, and he was looking to get revenge on her family. So Wander, Lilith, and the kids were their target. Unfortunately, Clever wasn't so lucky to get away. The poor boy is completely stoned right now. Still alive. He's currently in Nardorf being looked after.
So there's a way to reverse it, like greater restoration of
Yes.
applications of it.
I have Quantum is looking into it, but he's confident that they'll just need more power thrown at it. So he's currently in Aeireborne right now, a statue, but yeah. But Lilith and the kids are okay. They're in Nardorf, heavily protected. But as far as we know, these individuals have gone back to a place called Ivalice. So we think that's where most of the cult's hiding right now. I don't know why they decided to come out all of a sudden, trying to seek Amity's allies after all these years.
Well, maybe, I don't know, I mean, the Demogorgon has taken over that territory. Maybe he's planning on just taking over the rest. And just trying to take out the people that have been the biggest threat to him, maybe?
It could be. I mean, I guess they stopped him before. I don't know what other members would be left, but they'd have to be all pretty old by now.
You know, they said my dad was part of that group. Like, did he ever tell you about? No, he never told me about that whole thing. I never even read a story about it, which is surprising.
If you're going to Ivalice, give some care to things you're going to hear about your father, because it was a surprise for everybody. We weren't expecting the attack. This was a chance for us to finally bring the Ivalice kingdoms into the UK. But obviously, after the Wraithwall family was overthrown, after the destruction of that city, there's just been no hope. We have an ambassador here, but he's really just here as a courtesy. He's very smart for his age. He's a good kid, but I know that the people above him aren't giving him proper information.
So my dad didn't help summon a Demogorgon? Or were they part of that? Or did he just show up and kind of ruin everything?
The thing is, I think that they were looking for people to blame, and of course, Ivalice has never looked kindly upon outsiders to begin with. So I think that it was just unfortunate that Creve, Milo, Pedalon, Lineal, Quinlian were just thrown under the bus, so to speak.
Huh. That's a shame. I mean,
But
when we go there and clear everything up,
yeah, maybe that is your destiny. I'm not related by blood to Ivanova or Talia, but I feel they have passed some of their strength on to me in some way.
yeah, I can see it. You're glowing. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm glad to hear Ivanova is getting better. That's a shame about Clever, but luckily
You'll be alright.
Yeah, luckily Quantum's working on it. Uncle Quantum, he's working on it. So how long do you think it'll take before Ivanova's back to normal?
It's beyond my area of expertise. Maybe a couple of weeks.
So I'll be in Ivalice by the time she's...
Yeah.
Okay.
Do your friends know what the mission is?
Yeah, they know that the Rangers you guys gave me a very important mission. Ivanova gave it to me specifically,
But they just...
to go to Ivalice, and they said yes.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Did you tell them the rest?
The rest?
Yeah.
I mean, I figure when we get there, we'll clear some stuff up, so at least we know where we're going, but I was going to get there first.
Okay. Well, I think the sooner you tell them, the better. It's for a good cause, obviously.
Yeah. What? I didn't want to bore them with the details. I just... No one ever asked. They weren't really interested in the details. They had their own stuff going on there anyways. The Solra and Cordio, they want to go back there because they've been there before. They're heading back.
Okay.
Oren had some business there, and Azyla's just tagging along.
You want my advice?
Yeah, of course, Marcus.
Maybe it'd be a good idea for you guys to go catch a meal, like get a meal together.
I think I know what that dice game my dad told me about, like how he gets to know each other.
Yeah, like maybe after because there's a show going on tonight at the Beach Leviathan. I heard it's really good.
The Beach Leviathan. Okay.
It's all about that kingdom that appeared out of nowhere like 17 years ago. You should go watch it.
Yeah, it's based on a historical fact. Like it's like a historical fiction, or is it like really like a documentary? What is it?
He's like barely holding laughter. It's
great.
Historical fiction.
Historical fiction. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I think that's a good idea too, to catch up, make sure everybody's feeling good and we got everything we need. So, is there anything I can do to help with Ivanova or that whole situation? And where's Wander? Is Wander also in Nardorf? Or is she still missing?
Wander's like... So the way that Susan Ma put it is the universe hopping? And she was like, I don't freaking know. And then she said something about how every gray hair she has Wander's name on it or whatever. So... It makes no sense to me. It's
So she's traveling then?
Yes, that's how I would put it.
But I know Wander can really take care of herself. So just keeping Lilith and the kids safe.
Your brother's with her. So
Amir's with her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, then she's.
So I think as long as Amir's juice is close, she'll be good.
Oh yeah. Juice is always there to help.
But I have work to do. It was good to see you.
Yeah, it was very good to see you too.
Be safe on your travels.
I will. Alright, have a good day, Marcus.
May Valen watch over.
Yes, you as well.
Okay.
I leave.
Alright.
So reach the door handle.
Before the group regroups, is there anything else people want to do?
I just wanted to go to that trade house.
We're sending a letter.
Sending a letter?
We are sending maybe two.
So where is the post office where I could get something to Aeireborne rather quickly?
I will say I didn't have a list. I don't know why I didn't think of this. But I will say there's a post office that you guys can go to and mail out. I would love to hear this letter before we leave today. I don't want to wait a whole week.
Okay.
We're gonna hit 8:30 here in about 10 minutes. So are there any last minute things you guys want to do, or let me know what to prepare for next time? Are you guys wanting to shop on this current day, or are you guys going to go to the meet at the Beach Leviathan or anything like that?
I'm going to the trade house right after that little thing with the cat.
That depends. Have we reached enough milestones to level up yet? Or is there something I can do in town to get that done?
I'll tell you what.
Are we leveling up next session?
Is it next?
Once we get our passports, is it kind of figure where we're going?
Well, we dispose of the witches thing.
Yeah,
and also help us prepare with supplies now that we know our new abilities as we leave.
I think we don't rush it.
I don't think we don't rush it. I think once we get our passports, we'll get to level up. That's what I'm betting on.
Is that your plan?
Kind of.
Okay, that's fine.
But since you worked so hard on Labor Day, or post Labor Day and whatever, and it was a shorter session, I'll allow it. There are going to be the stuff in Phandalin and Neverwinter is the prelude, if you will.
Yeah.
Once you guys get to Ivalice, that's going to be the quote-unquote really big stuff, where the milestones will be a little bit more clear.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, I'll let you guys go up to level 6. Yeah, level 6.
We're big strong now.
We're big strong now.
New class
So-
abilities for those that are single classed.
Over the next week, if you're wanting to go shopping throughout Neverwinter, let me see what the magic item limit's going to be real quick.
Magic item limit?
Like,
Rarity limit?
like the rarity limit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or what you can find.
I got you.
Because,
I
they're
didn't know if it meant stock.
that too.
Okay. Because, yeah, I'm sure Trey's fucking massive list. Here's some more.
So the rarity cap will be rare. So the white, green, and blue are fine. Are all fine.
Okay.
If you want to color code it.
I'm only looking for one thing. Right
I
now.
want a bag of
Good
holding.
A good time.
We already told you where you can find that.
I know, I'm sneaking up. Now that I'm done with my meeting.
And I will say, Marcus is going to give you 50 gold to so that way you can pay for your friends at the Beach Leviathan.
You're buying dinner. Oh, that's so kind of you.
Can I just ask you if I'd be able to find this?
What?
Just a bag of holding. I never had one.
Have you never?
I suppose we could do the shopping right now.
I mean, it's just quick. That's the only
That'd be
thing I'm
cool.
looking for.
Yeah.
I just need a bag of holding.
I have no idea.
I want one as well.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be able to go in the
hole.
hole.
You know, I think this,
a lot
I
of
think
Well, you
this
can't
is the
close
first
it up.
time any of my characters is gonna have a bag of holding.
Yep, me too.
Uh-huh.
It's a staple for me.
If I get
None
one.
of my characters have ever
This
had a
is
bag
gonna be
of
the
holding.
first time I'm not gonna have one.
Definitely jump to conclusions whether I
So
Even
I will
though-
tell you that a bag of holding will run you 150 gold each.
Okay. I will definitely spend
How many do they have in the inventory?
So keep in
So-
mind, you cannot put them inside of each other.
Yeah. So the
That's
shop
true.
owners will say our policy is not to sell more than one to a single individual.
Right, they have a big sign. One
Otherwise, just an
only.
entire block
Right.
stuck into
We
it.
are not responsible for any singularities you may create.
Yeah. There's like a waiver you have to sign to.
Right.
I bet Derrik's the reason why that exists.
There used to be 2 beach leviathans.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
Thank you very
stop
much.
it!
What is he doing?
He's going after my yarn.
He's
that
such
makes
a
sense.
cat.
Like,
That's
he's not actually in trouble. I just don't want him like ripping the
gotcha.
yarn apart.
Yeah.
Understood.
What else is everybody looking for?
Do they have any rings of bonding?
Let me look at that.
Is that what Lilith and Wander have?
No.
No,
No?
not
Oh,
Lilith.
that's
and Womp.
Alish,
Ash-
it's Ashen.
Ash and Marina.
Yep.
Where you take psychological damage if the other one dies.
Yep.
You're traumatized forever.
Well, because you literally touch your psyches to each other.
It's 200 for a set.
Okay, I'm gonna ask my husband before I buy it. Because we lost our wedding bands in a unfortunate accident that we don't need to discuss again.
A smelting accident.
Let's just say some people were more mad than others.
You know your husband would be fine with it.
Isn't that the gold member?
He lost his genitalia in an unfortunate smelting accident. There are 2 things that I hate. People that are intolerant to other people's cultures and the Dutch. So there's so many lines there that I didn't get when I was younger that I'm like, that's hilarious.
You said green, right?
Yeah, so white, green, and blue. Are
How
all-
much would a gloves of thievery be?
Ooh. That's a good one.
Alright, do you want to just wait and see?
We can discuss.
We will discuss.
So I will
Fuck
tell
this
you,
place,
I will tell you this, OC.
Okay.
They don't sell shit like that,
Okay.
Being curious.
but be patient. I will find a way for you to get it.
Mostly do
Okay.
you see Trey's
Probably
list of
next
magic
session.
I was gonna say people don't just
We have
buy
one
still
buy,
things to
so
make
it's
it
a
easier
game
for you
of
to
ours,
steal.
how
It's
we
like,
spend
well, now that I have these.
Yeah. You do
Okay.
have a
So
con-
here's that. Anything of that list. And there's a couple little add-ons at the bottom. It's what I sent you before.
Okay.
That'll just make it easier than
Bless
reading out loud.
I guess the lock picks would also be another no, but the gloves of thieving I will keep in mind as something for you to get at some other point.
It's hard to buy stuff meant for illegal stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta find the Undercity.
Yeah, you gotta find the black market.
I'm working to it.
I'm watching you. Squeaking.
You can get a ring of evasion for 200.
Okay. And then anything else on that list?
Send that to me, and
Okay.
I'll say immediately they don't have anything like that, but maybe once you guys get to Ivalice, it could be potential treasure or stuff that you guys could buy at the markets.
You
Gotcha.
said rare, right?
Yeah, so
Would a ring of spell storing be available?
let me look at it.
The ring stores spells cast into it, holding them until the
That's
wearer
right.
uses them. So that's 5 levels worth
What color
of
is
spells.
that?
Blue.
Blue.
It's rare.
That'd also be 200.
Yeah, okay. I'll take one.
Remember, you guys still need money to
Yeah, I still got
pay
enough,
for
yeah.
the airship.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say we need to take the airship?
I mean, it's 300, so...
So I still got 400, and that is extremely helpful. Having a freaking ring of spell storing.
You just gotta make sure you prep it.
Uh-huh.
You have to use a spell slot.
Yeah.
Then you can just regenerate a short rest though, which is nice for warlocks.
Right.
Yeah, and then you got the bead as well.
Just be yourself.
The pearl
The
power.
pearl power.
Mhm, yep.
I thought it was bead.
The bead power. Could be a little bead.
Are there?
I sent you my list. Tell me if any of that, other than the bag of holding and the ring of evasion, are in there.
Like, wow, we sold 4 bags of holding today.
Right. It's a hot
doesn't
item on the
normally
market. Like, holy cow.
They're kind of meant to come together. Like, oh boy.
It's the best business they've had.
To see all the people sold to walking together on the street, you're like, oh no.
It's like, you want me to hold yours for you? Yeah. I'm like, no, don't do
Here, get in my bag.
No, don't do fun. Take the bag off.
Might be. Leave it alone. Being rotten.
You give the stone good luck for 150.
Okay.
It's also kind of cool.
What?
The bag of devouring.
Yeah.
Opposite one where it just doesn't it like spit it out in like a different dimension or something like that, or like a
That's where you could have put the phylactery.
right? I was gonna say, it's a good way to dispose of things. Just don't get them mixed up.
Elizabeth, I have to ask, what do you think of Ash and Marina's son?
You're about to find out.
Would we have passed by like any temples or like small ones?
There's plenty. It's a huge city. There's plenty of temples that
Just
you
like
probably find your needs.
small and nondescript. Okay,
Yeah.
as we
I was gonna ask if I need to add anything, but you can finish your thought.
as we find our way to a mail place, like a mail office, I will pop in real quick, and just put a pretty stone on the temple, like on the offering thing, and just in undercommon be like, so I teleported, which was fun, and then we fell 30 feet. Hope you're having a better day than I am. And then I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
You said the
Should
ring
I
of
add
evasion was
anything?
200?
Trying to be diplomatic,
Ring of evasion.
but also.
Yes.
So if you don't want me to have both, I completely
P.S.
understand.
He's scared of dogs.
I would swap it for the ring of spell storing.
Okay.
Rod of the Pact Keeper +2. It makes my save DC. It's specifically for warlocks and requires attunement. It gives me a +2 bonus to my spell attacks and my saving DCs. I take both of them if you let me have both, but if you only want me to have one of those,
What would you take a +1?
could I get rid of the spell story to take a +2?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'd do that.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Is everybody ready to listen to this letter?
Another letter. Another letter. I do enjoy these letters.
My godfather, Ash. I know you ask that I not thank you for my life every time we speak, but I must thank you again. I am visiting in Neverwinter and met a certain prince. He seems to be a handful of a teenager, and I see now why you seem to visit stressed and annoyed so often. I humbly apologize for any trouble I caused you and Master as I grew up. That being said, politely put, your son makes for an apathetic ambassador. You are lucky to have Sorbo in office. My friend Solra and I were attempting to find information on disposing of a phylactery belonging to a Barovian witch. He was very uncaring. I think the words he used were, "I can get to it eventually." I think that a witch's phylactery is never something that should be dealt with eventually. His lack of forethought causes me great concern. If you have the chance, another conversation with your son may be warranted. I can always help if needed. Thank you again for my life. Your godson, Oren. P.S. He's scared of dogs. I hope that information is useful.
Yeah. Maybe a show.
Well, as we close for tonight, do you want to pick who's going to do the recap next week?
Yep, who's doing the recap?
Squirrel.
Oh, he's getting fixed? Okay.
Yep, I may need
Awesome.
a translator.
I hope
Animals.
that spoke enough. Your son is fucking awful while also being polite.
Hey, you are a very powerful person. That being said, can we chat? Because your son's the worst.
Alright, good deal. So we want to pick up at the beach Leviathan next week?
Yeah.
Alright,
Sure.
sounds good.
I forgot you guys had to leave too.
And you said you are giving us a pity level up? Well, me a pity level up since
Yeah,
like he's bugging
because
about
I
it.
had planned to get to it today anyway.
So,
Kess
or
is
it could be a
leveling?
congratulatory
Are we
level for
all
our
leveling
anniversary.
up?
Yeah, so happy
Happy
anniversary.
anniversary! Level your characters up.
Is it just Kess who's leveling?
No,
No,
it's
no.
Nice.
I'm not
Oh.
that special.
It's not
Man,
Kess's
special.
anniversary.
I just gave him a bunch of card sleeves. What more do you want?
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I always use more cards. I don't know if these are about to be even more fun. Hey, level 5 Warlock stuff is pretty dope too. It's
Yeah,
my third
it is.
invocation.
So,
And it goes at
does
third
everybody
level.
know what they're taking for their next level yet?
I'm taking.
You're doing
Warlock.
Warlock.
Yep.
Hey, God,
Yeah.
do you envision this being a high-level campaign?
So depending on what you guys do, like what you guys accomplish, it'll be between 15 to 20.
Okay, cool beans. That's all I
Depending
need
on
to
what
know.
milestones we go after.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of the thing I compare it to is it's almost like Tears of the Kingdom, where you guys at a certain point could go straight to the end. So that's totally up to you guys. What leads you guys want to chase?
All of them.
I say this metaphorically in reality. Squirrel.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take another level in Fighter and Barbarian.
Elizabeth, I was thinking the other day, is there ever like a list of NPCs you have where you're like, God, I kind of want to play this character in a campaign. Do I really want to just have them be an NPC?
Yes.
Very intimidating.
And sometimes I've had ideas for characters that I realize I'm never gonna get to play, and so I make them an NPC.
Yep. Same.
Like Flutterwinkle. That was his name, wasn't it?
I don't
What
remember.
are we called?
He was the bookshop keeper that was very forgetful and didn't realize he had a mimic in his.
Literally, the closest Wander ever came to that entire campaign was that encounter. Yes!
I was like, it's just a mimic. They can deal with a
Well,
mimic.
Corey was
No.
distracted. Well, Corey was distracted by
Good
looking
luck,
for Kevin.
Cordio. My
And it was
spell
supposed to
just
be
went from
such a
+7 to
small little-
+11.
Wit in
That
the
was so
campaign,
much
but it
funnier
was
than
so
it could
great.
have been.
Just
like,
you
this
wait.
is
Oh my god.
Challenge accepted.
Good stuff, Ashce, Alex.
Yep. Of course.
So that gets my save DC up to 17 instead of 15.
I feel
like that's gonna be the thing.
I can recharge 2 of my warlock spells.
Yeah, the Rod
Power
of the
and
Pack
the Rod.
Keeper is really, really impactful. That's actually why I'm like, I can do 1 Revivify, is because I have a Rod of the Pack Keeper.
My initiation add-on is +10 now instead of +9.
Yeah, I think once I take this next level of fighter, I have to start being careful about my level ups if I want.
Depending on how you look at it.
So you're doing another level in a barbarian and fighter, so you'll be level 3 in both?
Please.
Okay, so you get to pick your
The two are always going to mirror each other.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I take a level
want
of
a drinky
fighter, it's
winky.
always going to be a level barbarian on the other.
So,
But then if I take a level of
Zach
monk,
puts
it's always
something I
a
hand him
level.
everything.
It's like Ray from Star Wars. No. No.
Yes. I don't remember which one. I have the note at home.
Do you remember what it does? Like what your special thing is? Wild magic.
I want to tell everybody the things I'm getting next week.
That goes wild. You know what? You know what you really
Surprise.
control.
But it's also like